Again, I really appreciate that question about how to work with other legislators, because it is such an essential part of the job, but it's one that is the most challenging part, because you have not only different philosophies sometimes, but also different personalities, different ways people communicate, and learning to manage that is a challenge. It's something that I do feel that, having worked in the legal field, having worked in litigation in particular, doing business litigation, learning to navigate those differences and work with people and try not to make things too personal. And I think that's a challenge for all of us in the legislature, to basically discipline ourselves to not take things too personally, even maybe perhaps when they're meant for me to be taken personally. And so that helps, because the more I take it personally, the more I actually think it cuts down my effectiveness in working with other people. So it's really trying to get to know people. What is their personality? What are their passions? And I also try to approach people when I want to, maybe I'm concerned about a bill. I like the idea. I think the issue involved is really important, but I really am a little bit of a policy nerd. So I look at it and think, this could work better. Like, this is a good idea, but the solution maybe is lacking in some ways, and I have suggestions. I've learned to just approach other lawmakers with a sense of professional courtesy and just say, would you be open to? Would you consider this? And I find that approach much more effective than, I think your bill's bad. I think, you didn't do a good job of the solution, or something that might be some thought I have, but it's really not a respectful way to approach it, even though I might have thought that. But to just say, are you open? And if they're not, I might still bring the amendment, but I would prefer to work with them on the wording of the amendment. And so having that attitude that I recognize we're here to work together and I'm willing to do my part.